Hey folks, this is Pooley. Just giving you another tidbit of info on things that we do in this RC hobby. So I'm at the field. A buddy of mine was flying his IX-20, and one of his switches was way off, and I was like, "Man, you got to fix that." So then the conversation came up. So then I was doing all of his radios at this point, and he's like, "You know what? You should do a video on this." So I said, "You know what? You're right. Let me do it." So you might tend to get a tool sold everywhere that looks like this for, got the two little notches on it. You can slide it over your switches or whatever. You could center them, and then you can put this on, and then you grab the two little pegs, and now you can tighten this up. The problem what I have with these is, you see it's long, it's great for you to grip onto, but this thing is going to turn once you start turning it. So this may work for some people in certain situations, but if you get this one, you feed it through. Go ahead and get it to a screw that's easier for you to see. Probably this one. So you see it's off, right? It's slightly canted, slightly like that, right? So from center going to left. I'm gonna get it. I want to put the switch in. If it's a 3-position switch, you don't want to go center. You want to go up or down. It's more dramatic for this switch. Might be a little bent, perhaps. It's more dramatic going down. So I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna feed this over. I'm gonna loosen it. Once I get it loosened to the point where the switch is turning, I'm gonna secure it. Usually you could do it by hand, but my hand gets too far in the way for the video, so I'm gonna do this with a needle nose. And you definitely don't want to mar up so don't be torquing down on your needle nose, or maybe just put some fuel tubing on both of the needle noses to give you a little softer bite, because all you need to do is secure this, right? So now, just so you see, it's completely loose, right? I can move this back and forth without issue. That switch is completely loose. Don't go too loose. Don't go bunkers on it and make it where it falls in, because, not that you'll let it fall all the way in the hole with this whole big switch being in the way. But so then I'm going to secure from turning, and then I'm going to just go ahead and tighten down the nut. So now it won't go left or right anymore. I'm fairly super tight at this point. And now, look at that. My switch is perfectly straight. So, that's all I really wanted to cover. I got this one from Spectrum. So, just to give you that little info on this one. But you could probably find other companies that make it. But like I said, this one is readily available everywhere. But it's not the perfect tool for the job, if you ask me. Alright, another tidbit for you. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do a second switch to kind of, this one is also bent. You see how this switch is kind of straight up, and it's got a little maybe restriction because it's hitting the side of the barrel at that point. But anyway, it's not about that. Actually, I'm not going to tamper with that switch because it's actually in a very straight position. But this one is way off. So I'm going to flip it out like that. I'm going to put the tool on. I am going to turn it until I lock in. Once I lock in, which can be tricky with the switch in a certain position or the other, I'm going to probably actually move the switch slightly centered to get a bite. But it's kind of variable with this because you're hitting the side of the plastic at some point. So I'm going to see where my tabs are. All right, get those lined up. And I'm locked in. Get my switch straight. All right, fighting it quite a bit. So this can happen, and it's hard to catch on video because I have to look through the phone to see, because otherwise it's a useless video and it's too far back, and guys, you've seen videos like that, so I want to make it where it's something you can actually use for help. But you get the idea. So all right, I got it loose. It's shifting back and forth now, right? I'm gonna securely hold it in the straight position, which is about right there. All right, then I'm gonna tighten down. And it's hard to catch, but I got it tight, and there we go. Switch is safe and secure in the right direction I need to be in. So that's it. I don't need to do any more on this radio. This one's a little bit off, but that's enough for you to get an idea of what's going on. I'm gonna catch this last one. Show you another switch. Get on it, loosen it. Switch is loose. These position switches like this can be the hardest ones to do because they spin. You know, it's hard to see which way they go. So once you're satisfied by spinning it and up and down, then you put it in the center to get this on. Once you get it lined up with the pegs, which can be challenging on video. Once you get it lined up with the pegs, then you flip it down so you can hold it in a secure straight position and you don't want it to twist on you anymore. So I'm holding it down and I'm gonna tighten it up, and voila, straight switches everywhere. And every last one of these, after time, I mean on this specific radio, all of these were off. And probably will nitpick a little bit more off video, but you got the point. That's how you adjust them. Thanks for watching. Pooley giving you another tip. Thanks again.